This is our yoga flow, and we'll need a set of blocks and then a strap if you'd like one. I'm going to set one aside just so I can remember to cue with it. And we're going to start in a comfortable, easy seat on the floor. If you like, you can grab one of those blocks under your hips. And if you're just joining us, we'll just need a set of blocks and then a strap for today's yoga. Find a comfortable seat on the floor. You can gently rest your hands on your knees. Always an option to place a block underneath your hips for support. Maybe bring in a gentle gaze behind your eyes. Belly rise on your inhale. Belly falls on your exhale. With each inhale in, maybe taking a sip of air more. Feeling your ribs expand in all dimensions. Let it all go on your exhale. Relaxing your forehead, lengthening through the crown of your head on your inhales. Hold that length, allow your shoulders to relax away from the ceiling on your exhale. On your next breath in, fill all the way to the top. Taking one last sip of air, and now sealing your lips, breathing in and out through your nose. Maybe creating that oceanic-like breath by pressing your tongue to the roof of your mouth as you exhale. Next exhale, let it all go. If you're seated on a block, gently set the block off to the side. Coming back to a seat on the floor. Extend your right leg long. Chest is lifted. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, bend your elbows, lift your gaze. Cactus your arms. Inhale, reach one more time. Exhale, bend and lift. Spread your fingers wide. Inhale, arms overhead. With a long, flat spine, exhale, slowly reach your arms forward. Hands can come to the floor or to blocks. Lengthening through the crown of your head. Both sit bones pressed into the floor. Gently walk your hands back in towards your left foot. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, release your right hand to the inside of your right leg. Your right arm can rest on the floor, a block, or just gently on the inside of that right leg. Left bicep hugs your left ear, gazing under that left arm. Inhale, both arms overhead. Exhale, right hand to the outside of your left knee. Plant your left hand behind your back on the floor or on a block. Gently twisting over your left shoulder. Hold that twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. As you continue to hold that twist, plant your left palm on the floor. Press into your right arm, reaching high overhead, hips forward, finding stargazer. With control, slowly lower all the way back down. Switching sides, left leg long, bringing the sole of your right foot to the inside of your left thigh. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, bend your elbows, lift your gaze. Gentle back bend here. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus the arms, spread your fingers wide, shoulders down and back. Ease up, look up. Inhale, reach. Exhale with a long spine, folding forward. Both tailbones pressed into the floor, reaching your fingertips to the block or to the floor in front of you. Slowly walk your hands back into your right foot. Inhale, both arms overhead. Exhale, release your left arm to the inside of your left leg. Deep side bend, gently gazing out under that right armpit. Your left hand can be on the floor, a block, or gently on the inside of your left thigh. Inhale, rise to center, arms overhead, shoulders over your hips. Exhale, left hand to the outside of your right knee, plant your right hand behind your back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist, looking over your right shoulder. Continuing to find length on your next inhale, twist a little bit deeper. Hold that twist, plant your right hand. Sweep your left arm up and back, press your hips forward, stargazer on this side. With control, slowly lower your hips back down. We're going to rock forward, finding a tabletop at the center of our mat. Wrists under our shoulders, knees under our hips, tuck your toes, hammock your belly, lift your gaze. On your exhale, press into the tops of your feet, round your spine. Gaze toward your navel. Inhale, tuck your toes, pressing into your finger pads to release your palms, tailbone to the sky. Exhale, press it all away. Create more space between each vertebrae. Inhale, tuck your toes, lift your gaze, spread your collarbone wide. Exhale, press it all away, continuing to draw your elbow creases to the top of the mat. Come back to a neutral spine, gently bump the hips side to side. Take any organic movement here. Maybe it's some barrel rolls, maybe it's side to side with the hips, maybe it's forwards and backwards. You can tuck your toes, sinking your hips towards your heels for a calf stretch. On your next inhale, come back to center, pressing the tops of your feet into the floor. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Exhale, thread your right arm under and through the left side body, hovering and holding. Inhale, right arm reaches high. Exhale, thread it under and through the left side. One more time, right arm reaches high. Exhale, sweep it all the way under and through. Plant your right hand. Plant your right cheek or ear to the floor or a block. Option, keep that left hand boxed out. You can reach it long in front of you. You can also bind it around towards your right hip to open your right shoulder. Wherever you are, holding and breathing. Plant your left hand back under your shoulder. Inhale, reach your right arm high. Exhale, plant your right hand. Inhale, left arm reaches high. Gaze up, look up, deep spinal twist. Exhale, thread your left arm under and through the right side body. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, sweeping and hovering. One more time. Inhale, left arm reaches high. Exhale, draw your left arm all the way under and through the right side body, allowing your left cheek or ear to come to the floor or a block, hips to the sky. Continue to press into your right hand. Maybe you want to bind it around to your left hip or reach it forward. Take what you need on this side for thread the needle. If your right arm is extended or binded, plant your hand under your shoulder. Press into your right hand. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, plant your left hand. Coming back to your tabletop. We're going to work the lower body. Lengthen your right leg straight back. Flexing your toes, press the ball of your right foot into the floor. Hips are square. Continuing to keep the foot flexed. Inhale, reach your right leg to hip height. Exhale, point the toes. Inhale, lift an inch higher. Exhale, tuck your knee in towards your nose, holding for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lengthen straight back. Continuing to point the toes, hips are square. Exhale, big arch up and over. Tap the outer left side. Keep the gaze between your thumb and index finger. Inhale, kick your right leg straight back. Exhale, tuck your knee in towards your nose, holding here. Tap it down for 3, and tuck. That's 2, and tuck. One more. Holding the knee, lift it, kick it straight back. Flex your right toes, lift your right leg up and over to the outer left side. Gazing over your left shoulder. Deepening that stretch here, curtsy stance in your tabletop. You can rock forwards and backwards, lessening the stretch as you rock towards your toes, deepening that stretch as you draw your heel closer towards the floor. Stacking your shoulders on top of your wrists, release your right knee to the outside of your left knee, calf or ankle. Untuck your right toes, press your hips back, eagle legs. Gently gazing down towards your left knee. Then stretching your outer right hip. Inhale, come back to center. Straighten your right leg, draw your right knee back under your right hip, bump your hips side to side. Coming back to your tabletop, inhale, lengthen your left leg straight back. Flex your left toes, pressing your heel to the wall behind you. Hips are square, engage your core, gazing down between your thumbs. Inhale, lift your left leg to hip height. Exhale, point your toes, continue to squeeze your glute. Inhale, lift an inch higher. Exhale, tuck your knee in towards your nose for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, kick it straight back. Exhale, big arch up and over. Maybe you tap your toes to the outer right side. Inhale, kick it straight back. Exhale, tuck your knee in towards your nose. We're going to tap it down here for 3, and tuck. That's 2, and tuck. 1 more. Tuck and hold, kick it straight back. Flex your left toes, big arch up and over to the outer right side. Pressing the ball of your left foot into the floor as you gaze over your right shoulder. Rocking forwards or backwards, taking what you need on this side. Stacking your shoulders on top of your wrists, release your left knee to the outside of your right knee, calf or ankle. Untuck your left toes and then press your hips back, bringing your gaze towards your right knee. This time doing the stretch in your outer left hip. Inhale, come back to center, straighten your left leg, and then draw your left knee under your left hip. Bump the hips side to side. Coming back to that tabletop, coming back to your breath. Walk your hands a palm print forward, tuck your toes, lift your hips to the sky, coming into our first downward facing dog of the morning. As you pike your hips high, gaze towards your thighs, pressing your heels into the floor, lengthening the back side of your body. As you hold your left leg straight, bend into your right knee. And then switching sides, left knee bends, right leg straightens. Continuing to bend and extend until one knee at a time, pedaling out your heels as you walk your dog. Inhale, lift both heels to the sky. Exhale, lower them over to the left side, feeling length along the left side body. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, lower them over to the right side. Inhale, back to center, pedal, pedal, pedal. Lowering your heels towards the floor. They do not have to touch. Inhale, reach your right leg to the sky. Bend your right knee, stack your hip, three-legged dog. Circle out your right ankle. You can circle out your hip. Inhale, kick your right leg straight back. Exhale, draw your right knee to your left elbow. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. We're going to find lizard lunge. Option to lower the back left knee. And then we're going to straighten and bend into that right leg. Single leg stretch. Holding here and breathing in your lizard pose. Hold the right knee bent. Stay tall, or maybe you want to walk your forearms down towards the floor. You can rest your hands or your forearms on blocks or on your mat. You're welcome to stay high or come down as low as you'd like. On your next breath, draw your right hand to the inside of your right knee. Pivot to the outer knife edge of that right foot, digging your pinky all the way to your heel into the floor, and then gaze over your right shoulder, deepening that twist. Again, left knee can stay lifted or you can release it to the floor. Gently come back to center. Plant your right hand. Tuck your left toes. Take your right leg up and back. Exhale, step your right foot between your palms. Pivot your left toes to 45. We're going to find warrior one. Deepen that right knee. Inhale, rise up. Think of your feet on train tracks, not on a balance beam. So you could always toe heel that right foot further to the right side to allow your hips to square. Shoulders stacked over your hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw your right arm under your left arm. We're going to find eagle legs. Just for visual purposes, you can bind your hands or you can grab opposite elbows. Maintain a deep bend to that right knee. Inhale, lift your chest, slight back bend. Exhale, humble warrior, draw your arms down to the floor. Right shoulder to the inside of your right knee. One more time, inhale, lift, chest lifted, tiny back bend. Gaze up, look up. Exhale, humble warrior. Holding here for 3, 2, and 1. Plant your hands to the inside of your right foot, unbinding your arms. Now we're going to straighten that right leg and continue to draw that right hip back for pyramid pose. Option for your hands to be on the floor or on blocks. Head, neck, and shoulders can stay lifted, or you can release your forehead towards your right knee. Feel free to shorten or increase the distance between your left foot and your right foot. Holding here in pyramid pose, left hip draws forward, right hip draws back. Keeping your left hand on the floor on a block inside of your right foot, reach your right arm to the sky, revolve pyramid. Exhale, release your right hand back to the inside of your right foot. We're going to pivot our toes, coming into the long edge of our mat for a wide-legged forward hold. You can release your hands to the floor or to blocks. Crown of your head pulling towards the floor and lengthening even more the back side of your body. You're welcome to grab opposite elbows for a gentle ragdoll, maybe swaying side to side. Gently sway back through center, release your hands to the floor or blocks. Right hand on the floor, left arm to the sky. Wide-legged forward fold with a twist. Plant your left hand to meet the right, left hand on the floor on a block. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Exhale, plant your right hand to meet the left. Walk your hands to your right foot, pivot your toes. Plant your hands to frame your right foot, step your right foot back. Option to hover the right leg, option to lower the knees. Elbows tucked in, lower all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, we'll all meet back in downward facing dog. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Holding here in your down dog. I'm going to change the playlist. It's supposed to be an upbeat instrumental, but like we're in a doctor's office. All right, from your down dog, pedal, pedal, pedal. Inhale, lift your left leg to the sky. Bend your left knee, stack your hip. Maybe you want to circle out your ankle, maybe you want to circle out your hip in both directions. Once you finish that rotation, kick your left leg straight back. Exhale, left knee to right elbow, cross body reach. Inhale, kick it straight back. Exhale, knee to nose, crunch it in. Inhale, kick it straight back. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, kick it straight back. Exhale, step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Option to lower that right knee right away for lizard lunge. We're going to press the hips back, single leg split, straighten that left leg, and then bend back into that left knee. This can be done with that right leg lifted or with your knee bent, your choice. On the next one, we're all going to hold that left knee bent. Go ahead and lower your right knee if it's lifted. Stay tall, or maybe release your forearms to the floor or to the blocks. Getting deeper into your lizard stretch. Holding and breathing. Plant your hands back under your shoulders. Release your left hand to the inside of your left knee. Pivot to that outer edge of that left foot. Opening up your outer left hip. Really digging your pinky toe all the way to your heel into the floor. Maybe even looking over your left shoulder, deepening that twist. Come back to center. Plant your left hand under your shoulder. Tuck your right toes. Kick your left leg up and back. Exhale, step your left foot in between your palms. Lower your right foot to 45 degrees, heels into the floor. Deep bend into that left knee. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Remember, think of your legs on a train track, so you can always walk that right foot out. You want to pull that left hip back, drawing that right hip forward, keeping those hips square, just as we do in pyramid pose, which we'll come into shortly. Arms reach high overhead. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left arm under the right. Eagle arms, option to bind your hands. I personally just clasp my palms wherever I can. You can also always draw your hands to the opposite elbow, whatever works for you today. Inhale, lengthen, lift your chest, slight back bend. Commit to the bend of your left knee. Exhale, hinge forward. Tapping your left shoulder to the inside of your left knee. Inhale, rise up, lifting your chest. Exhale, hinge forward, humble warrior. From here, release your binds. Plant your hands to frame your left foot. As your hands are on the floor or blocks, press that left hip back as you straighten that left leg. You can always adjust your stance, walking your feet closer in together or widening that distance in your pyramid pose. Staying tall or drawing your forehead closer into your left knee. Left toes remain at 12 o'clock, right toes about 3 o'clock at that 45-degree angle. Inhale, rise up. Plant your right hand on the inside of that left foot on the floor or on a block. Lift your left arm to the sky. Gazing up to challenge your balance or gazing down to add balance. If you get the weebles and wobbles, that's okay. Just embrace them. Revolve pyramid pose. Release your left hand to the inside of your left foot. Pivot your left toes to the long edge, coming back into that wide-legged forward fold. Allow your forehead to release to the floor and just breathing here. Maybe finding stillness. Maybe you find a sway from side to side. You can draw your arms out in front, bringing your forearms to the floor or to blocks for a wide-legged forward fold. To open up your shoulders, you can walk your hands through your heels, bringing your fingertips opposite of your head. Wherever you are, walk your hands back to center. Left hand on the floor on a block. Inhale, reach your right arm to the sky. Deep twist in the wide-legged forward fold. Release your right hand to meet the left. Right hand stays on the floor on a block. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Exhale, plant your left hand to meet the right. Walk your hands back through center. Pivot your toes to the top of the mat. Deep bend into that left knee. Step your left leg back. Option to hover or lower that left foot. Option to lower the knees, elbows tucked in. Inhale, mini cobra. Exhale, come back to down dog. Pedal, 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 deep bend and extend into one knee at a time, coming back to your breath. We're going to repeat that same flow. We'll take some of the holds out. We'll make it exactly breath to movement, but very close. And then we're going to add on at the very end. From your down dog, inhale, lift your right leg to the sky. Bend your right knee, stack your hip. Square out your hips, kick your right leg straight back. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, kick. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick. Exhale, step your right foot to the outside of your right hand, lizard lunge. Maybe you keep that left knee lifted this time, bending and extending into that front right knee. We're all going to hold that right knee bent, lower your left knee if it's lifted. Maybe come down to your forearms. Maybe start by tipping to that outer edge of that right foot already. Walk your hands under your shoulders. Left hand on the floor on a block. Tuck your left toe in towards your glutes. Reach your right arm up and back towards your left foot. You can use a strap here. You can just reach. Maybe you grab a hold of your foot. With control, lower your left leg, lower your right hand. Tuck your left toes, kick your right leg up and back. Exhale, step your right foot between your palms, lower your left heel. Inhale, rise, warrior one. Exhale, draw your right arm under the left arm. Eagle arms, bind your hands or your shoulders. Inhale, arch. Exhale, humble warrior, right elbow into the right knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, humble warrior. Release your hands to frame your right foot, straighten your right leg. Press your right hip back, drawing your hips clockwise. Right hip back, left hip forward. You can walk your fingertips to the back of your mat, tucking your chin in towards your chest. Walk your hands back to center. Bring your hands to the inside of your right foot. Pivot your toes to the long edge, coming to a wide-legged forward fold. Holding here for 3 rounds of breath. Change coming up here. Walk your hands to your left foot, right hand on the floor on a block. Inhale, left arm to the sky, deepening that twist. Exhale, lower your left hand. Walk your hands through center. Left hand to the right foot on the floor on a block, right arm to the sky. Hold that right arm to the sky, pivot your toes to the top of the mat. Maybe you want to readjust your left hand to the inside of your right foot. Twisted lunge, circle out your right wrist. Circle out your shoulder forwards and backwards. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap your left hip or thigh. Inhale, reach one more time. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. Stay here or dip your left hip for horizon lunge, reaching your right arm back. Holding here for 3, 2, and 1. Come back to your twisted lunge. Inhale, rise up, high crescent. Exhale, lightning crescent, hinge forward, sweep both arms back. Inhale, rise and stay. Exhale, pivot your left toes, open up, find your warrior 2. Pulse it here for 3, 2, and 1. Sadasana at the back of the mat. Deep bend that left knee. Hold the right leg straight. You can stay as high or come down as low towards the floor as you'd like. Hands can remain at heart center for a balance challenge. You can also release your hands to the floor or to blocks. You can open your wings, left arm down to the floor, right arm to the sky. Flex your right toes as you engage your right quadricep. 1 more round of breath here. We're going to circle to the back of the mat. Press into your left foot. As you straighten your left leg, bend into your right knee. Warrior 2. Pulse it here for 3. That's 2. Sky archer. Straighten your right leg, arms overhead. Left hand grabs right wrist, side bend to the back. Bump your hips to the top of the mat. Maybe you want to flex your right toes. Inhale, lengthen. Lower your right toes. Extended triangle. So pivot your body just as you would for triangle. Reach the fingers long. Always an option to release your right hand down, left arm to the sky for traditional triangle. Breathing here. Bend into that right knee, extended side right elbow to your right knee. Continue to reach that left bicep towards your left ear, long line of energy. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Lift arm down your left leg or tuck it around to your right hip. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cartwheel down, pivot your left toes. Frame your right foot. Step your right foot back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Let's repeat that on the left side. Come back to your breath. On your next breath in, kick your left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Bend your left knee, stack your hip. Kick your left leg straight back. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, knee to nose. Down dog kick. Exhale, left foot to the outside of your left hand, coming into your lizard lunge. Straighten your left leg, draw your hips back. Option to release that right knee or keep it lifted. On the next one, hold it, bend that left knee, release your right knee. Maybe you want to lower down onto your forearms. Take what you need in your lizard pose. Second time on the left side. Plant your hands back into your shoulders. Tuck your right heel in towards your right glute. Reach your left arm back. Option to use a strap here. Maybe you grab a hold of your foot, your pant leg. Maybe you're just reaching. Quad stretch on the right side. With control, lower your right foot. Lower your left hand. Tuck your right toes. Kick your left leg up and back. Exhale, step your left foot between your palms. Lower your right heel. Deep bend that left knee. Inhale, rise up. Find your warrior one. Hips are square, pulling that left hip back as you keep the bend in the left knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left arm under the right, eagle arms. Find your hands or opposite elbows. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, humble warrior, crunching forward. Inhale, rise one more time. Slight back bend. Exhale, humble warrior. As you hold the hinge forward, release the bind. Plant your hands to frame your left foot on the floor on blocks. Slide that left hip back even more as you straighten that left leg, finding pyramid pose. Feel free to adjust your stance. Feel free to walk your fingertips back for a deeper stretch. You can always create a bend in that left knee. Walk your hands to the inside of your left foot, pivot your toes, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. Take what you need here. 2 more rounds of breath. Gently sway back through center. Walk your hands to the back of your mat, left hand on the floor on a block to your right foot. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Deep twist, gazing up or down. Exhale, release your right hand to meet the left. Walk your hands through center, over to the front. Right hand on the floor on a block to the left foot. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Hold that right hand on the floor, pivot both toes to the top of the mat. Deep bend into that left, maybe you walk your right hand forward. Twisted lunge, circle out your left wrist. Circle out your shoulder. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Exhale, tap your right hip or thigh. Inhale, reach one more time. Exhale, sweep and tap. Inhale, reach. Pivot your right hip towards the floor. Coming onto that outer edge of each foot. Horizon lunge on this side. For 2. And 1, come back to your twisted lunge. Inhale, rise up. High crescent, deep bend that left knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lightning crescent. Inhale, rise. Pivot your right toes, open up, find your warrior 2. Pulse it here for 3. That's 2. Last one, bend into that right knee, straighten the left leg. Skadasana at the back of your mat. Same options here, hands to heart center, the floor or a block. As you continue to flex your left toe, then you want to open your wings. Right arm down, left arm to the sky. Holding here, 2 more rounds of breath. Side low lunge at the back of your mat. Engage your core, squeeze your thighs together. Press into your right foot, surf to the top of the mat as you straighten that right leg, bend into that left knee. Finding warrior to the top of the mat, pulse it here for 3. That's 2. Last one, sky archer, straighten your left leg, arms overhead. Right hand grabs left wrist, pull your upper body to the back of the mat. Bump your hips to the top. Maybe to find sky archer, flex your left toes, engage your left quadricep. Inhale, lengthen. Lower your left toes. Extended triangle. Keep the legs straight, reaching overhead. Option to keep the arms extended. Option to find traditional triangle arms. Left arm down, right arm to the sky. Bend into your left knee. Release your left elbow to your left thigh. Seal your right bicep to your right ear for extended side. Long line of energy from your right fingertips all the way to your right toes. Commit to bend the left knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel down. Frame your left foot, pivot your right toes. Step your left foot back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Pedal, pedal, pedal. All right, we've got time to run through it one more time. Make it a little bit quicker. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, kick. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick. Exhale, right knee to the outside of your right foot. Plant your hand. Straighten your right leg one time. Bend into your right knee. Lower your left knee. Reach your right arm to the sky. Quad stretch, right arm back. Left heel in towards your glutes. Release your right hand, left foot with control. Tuck your left toes, kick your right leg up and back. Exhale, step through. Immediately rise up, find your warrior 1. Right arm under the left, eagle arms. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch and hold. Release your bind, straighten your right leg, find your pyramid pose. Hold in here for 1 breath. Walk your hands back to center, left hand on the floor on a block. Inhale, right arm to the sky, revolve pyramid. Plant your right hand to meet the left. Pivot your toes, coming to the long edge of your mat. Maybe you bend and extend to 1 knee at a time. Maybe doing something different. Walk your hands to the top of the mat. Pivot your toes, left hand on the floor on a block inside of your right foot, right arm to the sky. 5 horizon lunge, dip your left hip back, reach your right arm to your left toes. Inhale, come back to your twisted lunge. Reach your right arm back and down towards your right foot. Inhale, both arms sweep high, high crescent. Exhale, lightning crescent, hinge forward 1 time. Inhale, rise, high crescent. Exhale, warrior 2. Pulse it here for 3. That's 2. Last 1. Find Tadasana. Deep bend that left knee. Right leg is straight. Inhale, warrior 2, top of your mat. Pulse it for 3. That's 2. Sky archer. Maybe you want to come right into flexing your toes. Deep back bend, bump your hips to the front. Lower your right toes, triangle or extended triangle. Exhale, extended side. Maybe continue to hover your arms. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cartwheel down. Frame your right foot, pivot your left toe, step it back. Come into your flow. Exhale, lower. Inhale, chest lift. Exhale, down dog. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. 1 more time on the left side. You got this. Left leg to the sky. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, kick. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick, left foot to the outside of your left wrist. Draw the hips back one time. Bend into that left knee, lower your right knee. Left arm to the sky, bend your right knee, left arm back. Quad stretch. Lower your left hand, lower your right foot. Tuck your right toes, kick your left leg up and back. Exhale, step it through. Lower your right foot, inhale, rise up. Warrior one. Left arm under the right, eagle arms. Inhale, lift. Exhale, humble warrior. Hold the hinge forward, release your bind, plant your hands. Straighten your left leg, draw your left hip back, pyramid pose. Hold it here for one more breath. Plant your hands to the inside of your left foot on the floor on a block, left arm to the sky, revolve, pyramid. Release your left hand to meet the right. Pivot your toes to the long edge, coming into your wide-legged forward fold. Holding here for 2 rounds of breath. Take what you need. Walk your hands back to the top of the mat. Right hand to the inside of your left foot. Reach your left arm to the sky. Horizon lunge. Dip your right hip back. Reach your left arm. Hold it here for 3. That's 2. Last one. Come back to twisted lunge. Draw your left arm to the back of your mat. Sweep it down to frame your left foot as you pivot your right toe and rise up. Crescent lunge. Exhale, lightning crescent, hinge forward. Both arms sweep back. Inhale, rise. Pivot your right toes, open up, warrior 2, pulse it for 3. That's 2. Last one, Skonasana at the back of the mat, deep bend our right knee, hold the left foot straight, toes flexed. Inhale, press back to that warrior 2, deep bend that left knee, pulse it for 3. That's 2. Last one, sky arch, straighten your left leg, maybe flex your toes, right hand grabs left wrist, side bend. Keep that left leg straight, lower your toes. Extended triangle or traditional, reach, reach, reach. Maybe you keep reaching your arms, bend into that left knee, extended side. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, cartwheel down. Frame your left foot, pivot your right toe, step your left foot back. Exhale, lower all the way down. Come back to down dog. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Float forward, find a high plank. Option to lower the knees, elbows tucked in, lower all the way down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Once you arrive, untuck your toes. Mini cobra, pressing into the tops of your feet, lift your chest. Exhale, lower down. Mini cobra, press up, little to no weight in your palms. Maybe so much that you lift your palms. Lower your palms, lower your chest. Relax your hips side to side. Come back to center. Reach your right arm long from your right shoulder. Relax your right leg. Lift your left leg to the sky. Pivot to your right hip. Maybe bend that top left knee in front or behind for broken wing. Open your left hip and your right shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. Lower your left hip. Walk your right hand in. Extend your left arm long. Relax your legs. Maybe allow your hips to sway side to side. Pressing into your left foot. Reach your right leg to the sky. Pivot to your left hip. Maybe bend or keep that top right leg straight. Broken wing on this side. Opening your right hip and your left shoulder. Back to center, both hips grounded. Walk your left hand in. Tuck your toes. Lift your chest. Coming onto all fours. Draw your knees wide and then sink your hips towards your heels for child's pose. Allow your forehead to come to the floor or to a block. Heels touch, knees are wide. Hips towards your heels, arms actively stretching long in front of you. Find gentle sway side to side. Gently sway back through center. Inhale, rise up on tabletop. Lower to your left or right hip. Sweep your feet around to the opposite end of your mat. Knees bent. Grab a block between your palms. Inhale, lengthen shoulders over your hips. Slowly rolling down. Think slower, more control. One vertebrae at a time. As you arrive, head, neck, and shoulders. Put that block between your arms, tap it overhead. Bring it back to center. Walk your heels in towards your hips, feet are hip width apart and parallel. Squeeze your glutes, lift your hips. Release that block under your hips on the lowest setting and allow your hips to melt into that block, relaxing the front side of your body. Straighten your right leg, getting deeper into that right hip flexor. Keeping your right leg straight, extend your left leg long. Walk your right foot in, knee to the sky, foot on the floor. Left leg remains long. Walking your left foot in to meet the right. Squeezing your glutes, lift your hips. Setting the block off to the side as you lower your hips to the floor. Draw your knees into your chest, curling yourself into a tight ball. You can grab your shins, the back side of your thighs. You can grab opposite elbows. Maybe find a sway or just finding stillness. Gently sway back through center. Knees still into your chest. Release the soles of your feet to the sky for a happy baby. You're welcome to continue to grab the back side of your thighs, the outer edge of your calf, or the inside or outside edge of your feet. Bringing the soles of your feet to the sky, knees tracking wide towards the outer rib cage, avoiding your shoulders. You can find stillness here. Maybe it's a sway from side to side. Pressing your lower back into the floor. Gently sway back through center. Left foot stays to the sky. Extend your right leg long. Flex your right foot. Going to stretch on the front of your right hip flexor. Release your left heel in towards your left glute as you bind your hands on your left shin. Left knee drawing up towards your left shoulder. Point, flex, circle out your left ankle with your toes. For an active stretch, continue to hover your right foot and tuck your chin to your chest as you hover your shoulders. Lower your right leg, head, neck, and shoulders. Release the bind on your left shin. Draw your left knee across your midline over to the right side. Deep twist. Inhale, come back to center. Left knee stays bent. Bringing the sole of your left foot to the inside of your right thigh for reclined tree pose. Letting go of any tension that you're holding in your right calf, maybe your right hip. Left knee bent, draw your knee to the sky, foot on the floor. Flex your left toes, cactus your arms. Lift your right leg for 3 and 2. Last one, hold your right foot to the sky, toes flex. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh, draw your right knee away from your body. Continue to pull that right knee away from your midline. Walk your left heel in towards your glutes. Squeeze your glutes, lift your hips, figure four bridge. Exhale, lower all the way down. One more time, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips. Exhale, lower all the way down. Allow your knees to fall from side to side. Windshield wiper legs, holding that figure four. One more time into each direction. Gently come back to center, still with that figure four. Lift your left foot off the floor, knee over your hip, shin parallel. Stay here, or maybe grabbing a strap or binding your hands behind your left thigh. Drawing that left knee closer in towards your glute to stretch the outer right hip. Head, neck, and shoulders can stay lifted, or you can lower them for a deeper stretch in that outer right side. Release your bind, release your left foot. Draw your right foot to meet the left. Hold it here for a breath. Your next inhale, knees into your chest. Soles of your feet to the sky, coming back to your happy baby. Maybe you find stillness this time. Maybe you play by gently rocking from side to side. Whatever you need in your happy baby. Gently sway back through center, right leg to the sky, extend your left leg long, flex your left foot. Feeling the length and the front side of your left body. Release your right foot, calf or thigh, allow your right heel to come towards your glute as you bind your hands on your right shin. Point, flex, circle out your right ankle, wiggle the toes. Option to stay here, or you can tuck your chin to your chest, hovering your shoulders for a static stretch and fold. Lower your left leg, head, neck, and shoulders if they're lifted. Release the bind on your right knee. Draw your right knee across your body using the guidance of your left hand. Supine twist on the right side. Inhale, come back to center. Keeping the right knee bent, bring the sole of your right foot to the inside of your left thigh. Recline tree on this side. Letting tension that you're holding your lower back or your glutes melting deeper into your mat. Keeping the right knee bent, bring your knee to the sky, foot on the floor. Flex your left toes as you lift and lower for 3. That's 2. On the next one, hold your left foot to the sky, toes still flexed. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh, draw your left knee away from your midline. Maybe you want to walk your right heel closer into your glutes, cactus your arms, press into your right foot, lift your hips to the sky. Exhale, lower all the way down. One more time, squeeze and lift, figure four bridge. Exhale, lower all the way down. Allow your knees to fall side to side, holding that figure four if that's comfortable. Deepening the spinal stretch one more time each side. Inhale back to center. Holding that figure four, lift your right foot off the floor, bringing your knee over your hip. Stay here, or maybe use a strap to bind behind your right thigh. Maybe you bind your hands behind your right thigh as you draw your right knee in towards your chest. Head, neck, and shoulders can stay lifted, or you can lower them for a deeper stretch in that outer left hip. Release your bind and your strap, plant your right foot. Plant your left foot to meet the right. Pressing into your lower back, lift the soles of your feet to the sky. Supported, legs up the wall. Flexing your toes, pressing actively, feet to the sky, sacrum to the floor. Stay here, you can reach your fingers to your toes. Maybe add in some movement in your wrists and your ankles. pointing, flexing, circling out your ankles and your wrists, everything moving all class. On your next breath, lower all the way down. Once your heels arrive, reach your arms long overhead, full body stretch. Imagine someone's pulling your ankles and pulling your wrists long in opposite directions. Create a tiny arch in your lower back. Deep breath in. On your exhale out, release your arms by your side. Pinkies in, thumbs out, palms up to receive. To open more the front side of your hips, draw your heels towards one another, toes fall open. To any comfortable resting position for your Shavasana. Relax the space between your eyebrows. Relax your jaw. Relax your shoulders and your glutes as you melt into your mat. And wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, bringing awareness back into your breath. Tucking your knees into your chest, curl yourself into a tight ball. Gently crossing one ankle over the other, rocking yourself forwards and backwards. spinal massage as many times as you need before coming up to a comfortable seat of your choice at the center of your mat. Once you arrive, you can release your hands towards your knees, drawing some big circles with your torso. Doesn't matter which direction you start with. Once you finish that first rotation, reverse the direction. Inhale, come back to center. Hold it for the exhale. Inhale, arms sweep long overhead, reaching through your fingertips. Exhale, hands to heart. I invite you to bring your thumb towards your third eye as we bow in prayer. Thank you so much for allowing me to share my practice with you each and every week. The light loving yogi honors, cherishes, and respects the light loving yogi in each and every one of you. I wish you a wonderful weekend ahead. Namaste.